I asked for questions on Snapchat, and this man gonna send me a picture saying good morning. Let's take a picture for him. Ooh, this camera is foggy. I don't need nobody talking about something. He got an Android. Hey, what's up? It's Robert James back again with another video. And today's video we're gonna do a Q&A. I got the questions from Snapchat because, well, that's just like the social media account with the most active users. So without further ado, let's get into the video.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Take control my drip.
Okay. Now, I know someone that came up with some of these questions, and he specifically told me to not mention who is asking the questions. He just wants me to answer the questions. So that's what I'm gonna do. But when you get to the point in the video, you gonna know who you are that asked the question, and I may or may not answer it. So let's go all the way down to the bottom. What's your favorite season and why? I would say my favorite season is the winter, just because I'm a Sagittarius. I was born on December 15th, and well, obviously, it's my favorite season because, well, first of all, it's when I was born. Second of all, I like the cold. I prefer the cold over the heat because you can cover yourself up as much as you want, but when you hot, you can't take your skin off. That's just how it is. And I be struggling to deal with the heat. Right now, I'm hot. And it's actually it's closer to winter than it is spring, but I'm hot right now. And I really can't deal with the heat. It makes me feel sticky and gross, and I honestly can't deal with it. But that's what it is about. That is what it is about, my favorite season. How do we feel about haters? Well, it's literally everyone's known motto is, if you ain't got haters, you ain't doing nothing right. And trust me, I have several. Oh my god. My favorite musical. Okay, fun fact, a lot of people don't actually know that I am I'm a musical child. Okay, well, if you're my close friend, okay, we have this friend group that I hang out with a lot. They're called the Fantastic Five. If you're part of the Fantastic Five, specifically Deja, go ahead, shout her out. Deja, you know that I do like musicals. I love The Greatest Showman. I'm always singing the songs in the car. But my favorite musical, I like The Waitress, Dear Evan Hansen, Wicked. Thoroughly Modern Millie is actually a musical that I was in high school, so we're not gonna talk about that. But I would say my favorite is Dear Evan Hansen, just because waving through a window is literally my jam. Just gonna put that out there. Anyway, next question. Describe high school in one word. Wow, wait a minute, I have to really think about that. That's difficult. That's actually difficult. Describe high school in one word? One singular word though? Well, to be honest, my high school career wasn't really that bad. The only thing that ever happened to me in high school that was crazy dramatic is when I was outed. That could be a really good story time. Maybe I'll talk about it. But eventful. Ooh, that's a good word, eventful, because it sure enough was. I asked for questions on Snapchat, and this man gonna send me a picture saying good morning. Let's take a picture for him. Ooh, this camera is foggy. I don't need nobody talking about something. He got an Android. There we go. Good morning. And saying, okay. Anywho, next. Wow. Did not expect to see that. That's a small paragraph. Okay. How are the future plans that I had in high school going? Have they changed? What would I recommend for high school seniors? Do I think the world outside of high school is exactly how I thought it would be? Is it difficult or easy? All right. Okay, first of all, how are my future plans that I had in high school going? In high school, I can honestly say that I've always wanted to do YouTube, so this is one thing I can say I'm doing. I always wanted a new car. I have a new car now. I have a Nissan Maxima. Have they changed? Well, I remember when I was going to school and I was going to college, I wanted to be, well, first of all, I wanted to be like an architect. Like my major, I wanted to be architecture. And then by the time I got to my senior year, I wanted to be a biochemist, like a biochemistry major. And then I got into college, changed my major from biochemistry to just biology, then from biology to musical theater. I know, don't judge me, but like, that's how it is. Like, you can ask a lot of freshmen in college, like, you really don't really know what you want to do. Like, when you first get out of high school and when you first get into college, like, you really don't know what you want to do. It's actually crazy. What would you recommend for high school seniors? I recommend that don't just go with whatever you're good at, go with what you like. That's how I ended up going from a biochemistry major in the beginning to being a musical theater major currently. Because if you do something that you are just good at, or like that you just like understand easily, versus something that you actually like, you're not gonna want to put in the effort to like actually get through and like get your degree, get your bachelor's, your master's, your doctorates. Because in college, it's very like self-taught, self-motivated like curriculum and learning, versus high school. In high school, you're like, you have to go to school, you have to sit in a classroom with all the other students and you all learn the same thing together, and like most of it's like the teacher directly teaching you. In college, is a whole nother thing. They'll tell you, here's the syllabus has all the assignments on it. You can go through online, look on the online portal. This is gonna be due then, this is gonna be due then. Here's a quiz, here's an online test, and I'll see you next week. Literally next week. There's classes that you will have, but you will only have once a week. It's kind of like, well, a lot. It's a lot, okay? But if you can like, if you're one of those people that's like good at like making yourself study and like self-learning and like you learn things better on your own anyway, then like you'll probably do really good at college. But I mean, my biggest pieces of advice is choose something that you like, not that just you're good at. Okay. Do you think the world outside of high school is exactly how you thought it would be? Is it difficult or easy? Life outside of high school is honestly so much better. However, in like a lot of circumstances, you see a lot of similarities as like a lot more than you think you would. Like, and like, you know how in high school, like there's like the cliques and they're like gossiping and like, oh, he said she said this, he said she said that, and they're in the corner talking about this, and like this drama happened with that, and she and him did this, and so is back there talking about it, and da 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 da. And like, you know how that's like very high school gossipy and everything? You can get to work with a bunch of full adults that have children at their house that's in school and have that exact same circumstance or those exact same scenarios come to pass in completely different circumstances. You would think that since you're around grown people, they are old, they grown, that you gotta worry about that. But that's incorrect, because those same grown people that be like coming up to school trying to talk about you bullying their child because the gossip happening will be at their job gossiping about somebody else. That's straight like hypocrisy, but we're not gonna talk about that. As far as like, do I think it's difficult or easy? It depends on what route you take, really. Because I'm not really in school right now. I'm in school, but I'm not in school. Like, I just took off from school, but I'm not sure I'm gonna go back right now. to be quite honest, I want to go back, but I just don't want to go back right now. I'm not at where I want to be at to go back to school yet. So there's that. But anyway, it really depends. How difficult it is depends on like how difficult you make it, really. Because I have a car and like on my own, I have my own phone bill and everything. I just have like a lot of expenses I have to pay on my own. So I have to work a lot. So like I guess that makes it difficult. But like also, like as far as like having to deal with like the social construct of high school, which by the way is pretty taxing. I don't know if anybody else realizes that. It's pretty easy in that aspect. And is it how I thought it would be? I didn't really have any like preconceived notions of what what life was going to be like outside of high school. However, that first summer after you graduate, where there's like nothing basically, like because you know you don't have to go to school next year, and like you know you just finished high school, that little summer, you're just gonna be sitting there thinking, what am I about to do with my life? Because I honestly have no idea. And most people just figure it out, to be quite honest. Okay, next question. Her question was, are you starting a YouTube channel? Yes. Answer to that question, I am. Okay, next question. Oh, wow. I hate him. Okay, this is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 questions. Okay. Do you work out? Yes, I go to the gym. Look at that. Yeah, okay. Top or bottom? You guess. Gay or straight? Gay. Not gonna lie. Like, as if I could lie though, but gay. Anywho, are you planning any trips this year? In the works, yes. Not 100% sure if they're going to go as planned, but they're definitely like, I definitely want to do them. Where do you live? The middle of nowhere. the middle of nowhere. If I just said Dallas, people are gonna think I'm talking about Texas, but I live in Dallas, Georgia, which most people don't know about. Even I didn't even know this existed until I was living here. That says enough. Am I gonna dye my hair? As you can see, actually, my hair is already bleached. I really wanna bleach it like lighter. Like, I don't know. Originally, I wanted my ends to be like blonde. It's like right now they're just brown, but I wanted them to be blonde. But, whatever. Literally, who's your pansexual best friend? Specifically said pansexual, so he had to be mentioned by name. Skylar, I guess. But as far as like best friends in general, I have several. Like, there's a lot. As a matter of fact, I might introduce them on this channel. And then he said, hit them notes for the one time. I'll save that for another video. Anywho. Excuse me, I'm eating Cheetos, not sponsored, hashtag. I, in editing, realized that this video is actually like long as crap. Not even the fact that like I didn't even answer all the questions I had, or at least all the questions I have now. So I'm gonna have to split this video into 2 parts. Let me not. So if you didn't get your question answered in part 1, then make sure you check out part 2.